Campbell's comments out and about. Cranbourne now, catching up one firstly with Scotty Ewen. Firstly, hello Scotty.
How you going? All right, good.
Yeah, really, really well, mate. What a busy little place this place is.
It is now, yeah. We're flat out here, to be honest. They're looking for more stalls, so yeah, at the moment, yeah, very busy.
How long have you been here for?
Going on 4 years now, I think 4 years September.
You would have seen a fair bit of it change and evolve in that time. I don't know how long since I've been, but there's a couple more sheds gone up. I know these walk-in, walk-outs on the other side of us here are gone there. How many horses do they house now, and how many were they housing when you came here 4 years ago?
Look, when I first came here, I reckon they were struggling to get the 50 here because they actually had a gallop trainer here using stalls to sort of fill it up. And now I reckon they've got 70 stalls, and yeah, it's hard to find a spare one.
What's so attractive about it? I mean, from mine, what's attractive is the utilisation of everything. We've got a treadmill behind us. There's a swim hole on the other side. You've got, plenty of people, I suppose, to be able to work with. You've got access to great tracks. But what is it about this place that I suppose something that people may not be aware of?
Look, it's more, I had a property back in Adelaide when I was there, and it's more the overheads we don't get, and that gets all sucked up by the club, which is good. You pay your $4.70 a day rent, and from there on it's, you don't have to do tracks or any maintenance, your stalls get fixed when you need fixing. So I think it's just, especially for people getting into the game, it's just a great asset for the way it's a cheap way of getting into it. You try and have a property and build a track and buy all your equipment. It's too hard these days.
You say about a cheap way of getting people into the game, and that's one thing we definitely need. But yourself used to have a property. Noel and Jane Alexander, they're here as well. Kyle Marshall, I'm going to do a chat with him again in a second as well. All had different experiences, I suppose, if you like. When you can come here, and it is a good way to get people in the game, it's also a good way of keeping people in the game, which is something we need to emphasise as much as about anything.
Yeah, correct. And also, like my partner Kylie, she doesn't drive as a rule. She does all the gearing up, which is still the hard part. But here, now, especially Kyle's lobbed here, we work together with fast work, and I believe my horse is going a lot better now since I've had someone to fast work with me and to help me do fast work. Yeah, rather than working a horse on their own and they don't give you 100%.
Is it hard to work out? Like some of the you talk to some people, we have to work out the track and that. Is it a big change from how you used to train them in South Australia when you come here?
No, not really, because I used to train a lot on the Gawler track, which is basically the same size track as here anyway. It's just working out your points, where your 400 and your 800 and your mile and things. But I think it's not too hard to work out, and anyone could do it, and it's a good game to be in and to have a bit of fun.
I suppose the other part of it is too, you get the opportunity to have a holiday, whether you choose to take it or not. But there's always that opportunity to have a holiday, because there are people here that they might not work them for you, but at least they can be fed, looked after, and cast an eye across them and make sure that there's nothing wrong with them.
Oh, correct. And there's someone who lives on the property all the time, like Charlie now. So things like that are a bonus that you can, finish your day, pack shop and go home, and you don't have to see your horse till the next day. It's great. which is appealing for a lot of people. Right, yourself, 12 in work? I've got 13. I've got Blazing Heavens just having a couple of weeks off, but it's not what I'd class as not in work. I mean, she'll be back soon. So, yeah, 13, and I don't want any more than that anyway. That's too many for me, to be honest. But, yeah, I can't sack any at the minute, because a lot of them are going all right and look like they're going to make it. So we just got to soldier on and start early in the morning and get through them.
Stable stalwart though, bulletproof boy. He's an evergreen too. He doesn't seem to be getting any slower in his old age.
Oh, hell no. Look, he's got better. His last 2 seasons have been his best seasons ever. So, he's 8 now, rising 9. They keep saying he's 10, but he's not. I have to just put that in there. But yeah, no, look, he's going as good as he's ever gone, and he'll come back and he'll win free-for-alls, no worries at all, and put him in a couple of better races, and we'll just see how we go.
So a bit of the facilities, like you've got the treadmill going behind us, I said, and the swimming pool, you've got like a racetrack, so the track's always in tip-top condition. Do you think that actually helps these older horses staying that little bit see on it?
Oh, for sure. Bulletproof boy, he doesn't use the treadmill or the pool because he hates them, but so I can't say it's helped him. But yeah, the track facilities are great, and when he can work on a track any day of the week and up to 2 o'clock, I mean, that's pretty hard to come by.
And you're able to use a jogger too, which takes a bit of the pressure off as well. Is one thing I did notice. What about the rest of the team though? Some of the pin-up ones, or some of the ones people need to keep an eye on?
Yeah, look, he's Ollie. I really like him. He's very dumb, and he's won a couple of races for it, 3 for us actually, and he's only had 12 starts, so he's won 4 out of 12 because he won one in New Zealand. But he's going to be better as a 5-year-old. He'll be better again next year, and I like him. I think he'll be a nice horse. I got a couple of 3-year-olds. One I raced the other night. You Better Not. She's going to be a nice horse in another few months. And yeah, I got Bulletproof Sniper. He had an education, and I didn't clock him, but Danny Revell did, and he reckons he ran a 158 mile rate just in the education. And I didn't know that, but I thought that was pretty good. And Bulletproof Kid, he's another one. He had a few starts. He ran third going 55, and he's got issues, but I think he'll be all right with time as well. And yeah, I've got a couple there they haven't done much with yet. Wildcard, which is a Club 21 horse. Yeah. I really like him. He's got a few little issues as well, but he can run a bit. So, yeah, I'm hoping to have a pretty good season because I've got some nice horses on the books at the moment, and we'll see how we go.
The Bulletproof horses, Kid and Sniper, are they related to Boy, or is it just the same owners?
Yeah, not the same, but they're just owners, and some have got different owners, but they all wanted to keep the name going. I'm trying to, it's the Lombos. We're trying to keep the Bulletproofs going because, Bulletproof Boy done such a good job. We'll just try and keep the name going a bit with a couple of young ones.
Absolutely. Well done, Scotty. Thanks for joining me, showcasing a few things. Hopefully she's okay back there. She's having a bit of a snort and that. But thanks for having a chat, and thanks for everything you do, because I know you embrace most of the media as well with your social media and that as well with promoting the industry, mate. So keep up the good work. Good news, just very quickly, good news for South Australia the other day too, which is the industry as a whole. We need positive news everywhere, and it's got to be so good for the people back in South Australia.
Here where we race, you want it to be good everywhere, so that it helps the whole industry as a whole over Australia. That's
you're not scared to go back home and travel there either, so a bit more prize money, you might be going back a bit more often.
Yeah, and I think they got the Cup coming up again this year, and I think it's still 60, so if we're allowed to go, they put a stop on us going last year, but I think they might have lifted that, I'm hoping, and I'll take Bullet back for a look again. Yeah,
well, you are a South Australian, you always say you're a South Australian, so they should lift it and should be fine. So, all right, mate, thank you very much, thanks for the chat, and well done.
Good on you, Paul, thanks, mate.